What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. First and foremost, I hope everyone had a great weekend. I am just coming back from a little mini vacation. As you guys know, when I left you guys, we have been in a championship rut. And what I mean by that, and I'm not sure the last time I won one, but it's been a while. So today I decided we need a freaking layup. If I can't get a championship today using the Oklahoma City Thunder, we have serious problems. So let's just go ahead and jump in, continue this new look rebuild series, and do a new look Oklahoma City Thunder rebuild. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you are new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. And of course, if you're using or if you're looking for a share scenario, make sure to look up the name under Crushables. I actually just updated it. Now, on the description, I put final update. I don't know why I put final update because I will update it if stuff continues to happen. But I fixed a couple things like Sasha Vinskov is not on the Raptors anymore, so I released him. Jonte Porter, I still had him as like a qualifying offer, dude. I renounced his rights for the Raptors. And then Jarrett Allen's extension and some other stuff. But yeah, if you want to check it out, just search up that gamer tag under Crushables and you should be able to find it. Other than that, like I said, man, we all know what the Thunder did this offseason. They did some incredible things. They brought in Hartenstein. They brought in Alex Caruso. A lot of incredible things they have done to bolster their roster. Of course, they also drafted Nikola Topic for the future. Some other guys as well. But yeah, this Thunder team is a contender. And they usually are really damn good in 2K. And I told you guys, I need to feel something. I need to win something. I just have not felt anything in quite some time, man. It has been very, very rough for me. I can't seem to get anything going. So, for year number one, I think I'm going to just leave things the way they are right now. 2K, usually likes the Thunder. Sometimes they get a championship in year one. Sometimes they don't. But what if I just don't touch anything? Like, I love to move Jalen Williams to small forward. But I'm going to leave it the way it is, at least for year one. And we're going to see what happens. Like I said, man, if I can't get a championship today using the Oklahoma City Thunder, we have serious problems. I am in a huge rut. I am cursed or something. Whatever roster I build, it doesn't matter. We don't even get close to winning. We did make it to the finals of the Raptors video, but lost to Thunder, of course, the team I'm using today. But yeah, I need to get this done, man. We need to make sure we get out of this rut and we get a damn championship day. We got 5 years to do it with the Oklahoma City Thunder. What could possibly go wrong, man? What could possibly go wrong? So I'm just going to release Keontae Johnson, even though I believe he's a two-way guy in real life, but whatever. So let's go ahead, look at the rotation. So it's 4-star under Mark. And like I said, this Thunder team, they usually do pretty good. So Shea, Isaiah Joe, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, Chet, Isaiah Hartenstein, Casey Wallace, Jalen Williams, Aaron Wiggins, and then Nikola Topic if we give him minutes. And Caruso's not even getting any minutes. Maybe I do have to fix the rotation because the rotation sucks, man. I don't like it. So we are going to fix some things. I said I wasn't going to, but I am. So I'm going to go ahead and fix my rotation the way I want it to be, and I'll show you how I'm going to do it. So this is a rotation I'm going to run year one. It's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, Isaiah Hartenstein. So I'm going to start both the bigs together. We'll see if the Thunder end up doing that in real life or if Hartenstein's coming off the bench. But the fact that he got $29 million per year makes me think they'll probably start him, but I guess we'll see. Casey Wallace, Jalen Williams, Aaron Wiggins, Nikola, and then Alex Caruso is the last one getting minutes, which leaves Isaiah Joe completely out of the rotation, which really sucks. I don't like that he's out of the rotation completely. And I guess one other thing I could do as well, which I won't do it yet, but Aaron Wiggins, eventually you can move him to small forward and he goes up like crazy, so we'll end up doing that later on. But that's what we're going to run year one. So we're going to see if year one I can get the championship right away. It would be a great feeling to see it happen in year one without me doing anything, but it is the Thunder. They should be able to win at least one today, of course, but we'll see what happens. Some of year one, things are looking good right now, but that's to be expected. Let's just see what happens at the end of year one and once we get in the playoffs. Today's video is brought to you by two softwares designed to help you beat the sports books and become a much profitable sports bettor. Start off on DG Fantasy's Optimizer. So if you play on the popular apps such as PrizePicks, Underdog, or any of those other DFS apps, having a tool like this is so clutch to finding good plays right in front of you. Recording this currently in the morning on August 6th, and there's a lot of value on the board, as you can see. A bunch of fantasy scores. You got Shota over 5 strikeouts. The reason being is because he is kind of a slight favorite to go under 5.5, but if you can get it at 5, you got a push potential prop here, but it's still valuable because sometimes, the math is not always right. And if you get the push and then maybe get 6, boom, you hit. And then you go down, you got a couple of no-run first innings as well. Every single sportsbook's favoring the unders on these ones, on the Athletics and White Sox, Nationals, and Giants game. But yeah, basically we found those plays all within 2 seconds. It's that simple. And you got Nico Horner under 1.5 RBIs, hits, runs, RBIs as well. You got 3 books heavily favoring for him to go under that. So they do not like Nico Horner today. But basically, instead of betting with your gut or what you think is going to happen, you're trusting the data, you're trusting the math, and you're trusting it to be right and tell you what to go ahead and do. And trust me, if you trust this data it helps out in the long run. I promise you that. I wouldn't be telling you this if I didn't believe in it. And then we also go over to OGM's positive EV tool. So basically, this is kind of a similar thing where they have a fantasy optimizer, but this positive EV tool is, while you can have, of course, prize picks and, better and underdog show up on here. But this also focuses on traditional sportsbooks. So as you can see, if we go to the highest EV percentage play, Trey Lipscomb over a hit at minus 165. As you can see, the best possible price is minus 165. Even Sleeper has this at minus 294. If we can get this at minus 165, that's absolutely incredible value, which is why we would not go ahead and take it. Hey, let's go to Sleeper and bet this. No, let's get this on FanDuel at minus 165. That's an incredible value. It's just like if you're buying a car. Of course, you're going to go buy it at the cheapest place possible. So make sure you guys check out these tools. They help you become a much powerful sports bettor. Link is down in the description below. Use code Crushables. Percentages off your first month when you use my code. On that, let's get back to the video. So at the end of year one, Luka wins MVP, but we do get Coach of the Year and Executive of the Year at 61 and 21, which is fantastic. Shea is going to make it All-NBA second team, and let's see if we got Shea on all defensive first team as well. And do we got anybody else? Yeah, Chet also makes it all offensive team, so that's a W. And then Nikola Topic makes all-rookie first team, which is exciting. And here's your all-rookie second team. So we ended up as the first seed in the Western Conference. Here are your player stats. You had 29 from Shea, 19 from J-Dub, 18 from Chet. Of course, this is the big three that we're absolutely building around throughout the video. Nikola Topic with 13, 12 from Lou Dort, 9 from Aaron Wiggins, 8 from Jalen Williams, 7 and 8 from Hardenstein, and 7 from Cason Wallace. But now it is time to get locked in, and let's go see if we can go win a championship in year one. So we get the Golden State Warriors in round one. We got Stephen Curry, Buddy Hield, Wiggins, Kuminga, Draymond Green, Podziemski. Of course, losing in round one would be a disaster. And, bro, if I lose it... Okay, well, we beat the Warriors in 7. All right, so that was a little sweaty, but we do beat them, and now we get the Houston Rockets. So let's go see if we can beat the Houston Rockets. Let me come around against them, and we are going to beat them in 5. Okay, that was a lot easier than the Warriors series, but now we draw the Dallas Mavericks. So, of course, beat the Thunder last year. This time, this is in the conference finals. We would love to see ourselves get some revenge here, so let's see what happens. So, game 1 goes to us. Game 2 is going to go to them. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4, come on, 3-1, W. And... beat them in 6. Come on. No, game 7. All right. Game 7. This one is going to be an OKC. Let's see if we can come out here and win this game 7 and get to the finals in year number 1. This is going to be a somewhat close game. The Mavericks have had the lead mostly the whole game, but we do take it, and we're going to run with it, I hope. Yes. Okay. So we get to the finals. We get to play the Cavs, it looks like. Yep, it is the Cavs. Okay, so the Cavs beat the Knicks in 7. We beat the Mavericks in 7. W. But now we get the Cavaliers to see if we can end this video with a... or not end this video. Start this video with a championship. Okay. Game 1, 1-0. Game 2, 2-0. Okay, this is looking good so far, guys. 3-0. Come on, we don't blow a 3-0 lead, right? Yes, let's go. Okay, I needed that. I needed that so badly. Year 1, we get the championship. The rut is over. The curse is over. And I did absolutely nothing to do to make that happen. But I don't care, man. I thought I was cursed. I could not get it to ever go my way. The simulation was never going my way. But year 1, you know what? I set the rotation. That's why I did. Shea, 31 and 9. I'll take it. 63% from 3, 62% from the field. He was absolutely amazing in the finals. We sweep the Cavs, and we win a championship in year 1. So, we got it out of the way in year 1. I needed that so badly, guys. So badly. My confidence was absolutely shot lately. I'm so glad we got that over with. Okay. But, of course, it doesn't stop because we're about to have... I think we get the Clippers pick for sure, but I think that Miami pick might be protected, actually. But, yeah, let's see if we can... get a top pick in this draft. Imagine adding Cooper Flag to this team or something like that. Now, we are projected pick 8, so the odds of us jumping up to 1 are, of course, only 6.7% chance, but you never know. And we dropped to 9. So, my lottery luck, man, has been just terrible lately. Although, I believe it was in one of the recent videos, I jumped to 4, so that was pretty lucky. But, yeah, it's been bad other than that. So, we got 9 and 24 in this draft. And then Clippers have our pick via pick swap, of course. Okay, so we're going to have their pick next year as well. We are... of course, going to keep Mark around. I mean, I think he got extended in real life anyway, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I don't think there's any chance he'll be fired anytime soon. So we're going to go ahead and fill this out, and then we can figure out what we're doing next. So what should we do next is the question. I mean, do we just keep drafting? Because, of course, this team is eventually going to get full. Like, that's just kind of the reality. I thought we got a big man coach. Did I not hire one? What happened to that? Okay, so it's... oh, we're full. That's why. All right, let's go to draft night. So let's go to draft night. And, I mean, do we want to trade with these picks? Like, I don't know what I want to do. Because, like, I mean, we might as well just keep adding good role players on, rookie contracts. Because, You know, we don't really need to trade for a superstar. I don't think that's necessary. We have our superstars with Jalen Williams, Chet, and, you know, so we're going to have to pay these two guys this offseason anyway, it looks like, I believe, or is it next offseason? It is next offseason, but, again, like, we could bring in somebody, but we're not going to be able to keep them very long because this team is going to get expensive very fast. So I think we just could, you know, kind of pay all three of these guys, of course, which makes a ton of sense. And can Shea accept an extension already? No, it does not give me that option right now, but maybe next year we can extend them. Okay, so we're going to draft. We're going to just see if we can get, you know, ooh, VJ Edgecombe went 1, but we're going to continue to just, you know, build role players on rookie contracts. I think that's the best way to go about things. So at pick number 9, getting Hugo or Liam or Vistage. I mean, we do kind of need a backup center for the future because I like Jalen Williams, but I don't know if he ever really progresses that much. We also have Liam. I know Hugo's a stud, but I got him in the last video. I know Kayla's really good. Noah could be good. Dink can be good as well. Which one do we want is the question. Ian Jackson also can be incredible at times. So right now, we're shooting our rotation Isaiah Joe and Lou Dort. Pointing our rotation Casey Wallace and Shea. I like that. So those two are locked in. Small forward rotations Aaron Wiggins. So basically, we kind of need a power forward of the future. So we can go with Asa or we can go with Liam. I guess I'll go ahead and draft Liam here with this selection. Give us a Connecticut power forward. And then we can grab maybe this guy as well who we're kind of looking at. So we'll take that. We'll be pretty happy with that. So welcome to the Thunder, you two. So Liam and Visage, that is fantastic. Player options, we got AJ Mitchell. I once again wanted to say Adonai Mitchell. I have no idea why. He is a wide receiver for the Colts, came from Texas. But that is not the sport we were talking about today. So let's go to free agency. And we do have Caruso as a free agent. As much as I want to bring back Caruso, and I think he's going to stay with the Thunder long term, he regresses in 2K. Like it's kind of annoying how much he regresses, to be completely honest with you. I forgot we have Nikola Topic still, the backup point guard. So that's kind of something we need to figure out for the future. But since we did just draft Liam, we're going to move Aaron Wiggins to small forward because I know he goes up. So that's a huge W there. So Wiggins is going to go to small forward, which is fantastic. So I think we pretty much have our full rotation. I think we could just kind of run it back again. I mean, there's no need to, you know, bring in another star here. And then Hardenstein, once he eventually runs, you know, once eventually his contract runs out, then we'll figure out what we do with the other big man spot, whether we move Chet back to center or get another center in the center in town. We'll figure that out when we cross that bridge. But yeah, we could sign someone in free agency, but like I said, this team's gonna get expensive, so I don't really want to commit any salary to anybody. Because yeah, this team, like I said, it's going to be very expensive. Is there anybody? So we have nobody. We could bring back Josh Giddey if we wanted to, which I'm not going to do. But let's go to player progression. So we got everyone progressing: 93, 99, 92, 82, 81, 81, 81, 80. All huge W's. You got Jalen Jones down here progressing as well. Ousmane Dang is starting to develop. So maybe at the deadline we could maybe trade for someone. Like I won't rule that out, but it's got to be someone on like an incredible contract that's just like, you know, not gonna have to be paid anytime soon and is making decent money. So like a Denny Avdia type contract where they're making like 15 million, you know, annually, you know, kind of an average, and like they're not gonna be paid for a while. Or like Jarrett Allen, who had a pretty good contract, but he did just get extended. So guys like that are what I'm gonna be looking for, if that even is going to exist when we cross that bridge. You have to cut somebody, and unfortunately, I kind of like the idea of keeping Kendrick Swarm's salary for a trade. Is there anybody else? Like Dylan Jones, I'm going to keep for a trade. I guess it's going to have to be AJ Mitchell, which I hate doing, but I mean, that's just how kind of deep we are. Now, yeah, so it's going to have to be AJ Mitchell. Fortunately, I hate doing it, but the roster's full. What can I do? 4.5 proficiency. So same starting 5. If I decide to stop at the deadline and do anything, I will show you. But look how deep we are. There's like 3 guys that want to get minutes that aren't. So I'm going to send Liam and a Vistage to the G League because there's no reason for them not to be in the G League this year. That way they can join the rotation full time next year, and they could be rotational pieces for the rest of the video. But yeah, I mean, long term, the shooting guard and the center position / power forward position is absolutely open. The only thing that is staying the same is Shea, J-Dub, and Chet in the starting 5. Lou Dort, Isaiah Hardenstein are definitely interchangeable if we decide to make that change. It depends on obviously who we get in return, but we'll take a look maybe at the deadline. If not, I'll just see at the end of the season number 2. But of course, we're going to be very good again this season. Decided again stopping at the trade deadline as Wemby wins MVP. Cooper Flag Rookie of the Year on the Grizzlies. Nikola is your 6th man, so he's already really good there, which is fantastic. And then Tom Thibodeau, Coach of the Year, and Zachary Staples is your executive. So here's your NBA first team. I did also extend Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, so gave him about $45 million the first year, and as you can see, it, you know, goes up from there. But 28 points per game from him this season. And then here's your NBA third team. All defensive team, you do get no. Okay, so we get Shea and Chet both there. Nice. Okay, so we end up as the first team in the West again. No surprise there. If you take a look at the stats on how it went this season, you had as you can see the big three that I've been talking about throughout the video. Fantastic. 28, 21, 21, 17 from Nikola, 11.5 from Lou Dort, and then 8 from Aaron Wiggins, 7 from Isaiah Hartenstein, and then 6, and then 5.7. So we are going to draw the Pelicans round 1. So CJ McCollum, Murray, Ingram, Zion, and Rocco. So let's simulate current round against them and see if we could take them out. And we are going to beat them in 5. So we ran a 10-man rotation. No, only 9-man rotation. So we are fully in a 9-man rotation. And now we get to play the Dallas Mavericks. So we beat last year, but they could definitely beat us this year. And no, that's not the case as we beat them. And now we get the Sacramento Kings. We have DeRozan, Fox, Keegan Murray, Sabonis, Keon Ellis. So kind of the same Kings team. I'm hoping we could beat them, though. And, okay, maybe not. We're down 3-2 to this Kings roster. A little surprised by that. A little caught off guard, but maybe we can win this Game 6 to force a Game 7, and we won't have anything to worry about. Maybe. That's a huge maybe, because the Kings are definitely giving us a run for our money here. And we are going to be in a close one, and we do barely beat them. 135 to 132 to force a Game 7 back to Oklahoma City. So let's go ahead and make sure we have the best rotation. So they're starting Jalen Williams right now. So maybe Hardenstein becomes expendable this offseason. He has the last year of his contract. But hopefully we could beat this Kings team and go to the finals for a second year in a row. A close game. Very close. Hopefully we could take them out, though. And it looks all right now. And yeah, so we do get to the finals again. A little sweaty there, but the Sacramento Kings definitely gave us some problems. And now we get the Pacers in the finals. So Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to them. Game 3 goes to them. All right, we got a Simcast Game 4. So they want to put Isaiah Hartenstein back in the starting 5. Let's go to Game 4, and let's see if we can even the series back up and then go to Oklahoma City and have a best of 3 with home court advantage. But it looks like the Pacers might take this one away from us. And, oh my goodness, we barely forced OT, and we beat them. All right, so like I said, best of 3. We got 2 games at home in this one. So let's see if we can, take care of the first one. Looking good right now for us to win this Game 5. And if we can win Game 6, of course, we are the champions. We are going to beat the Pacers in 5. Or, sorry, win Game 5, I should say. And now we got to do... now what we got to do is beat them in 6. And we win another championship. 2 in a row. That'd be awesome. Can we make it 5 in a row today? I mean, I got to win this one first. And it's close. But we do beat them. W. Okay. Looks like there was a last-minute shot there. So I wonder who hit that one. So let's see. Game log. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, with 0 seconds on the clock. Is that really what that says right now? So he made a... Did he hit a buzzer beater to win the damn game? Wow. 3 and 1. He got fouled too? Damn, that's crazy. What a way to end the damn game. To bring our second championship back to Oklahoma City. Love that. All right, so we won in 6. We got 2 in a row, which is nice. Love that. I want to see if we can go 5 in a row today. That'd be fantastic. So, we are going to have another lotto pick from the Clippers. So that's nice of them to give us another lotto pick. So, let's see. Can we skip? And we get 1. So we got number 1 overall in this draft class. That's actually insane. Okay, so of course, we already know who we're drafting here. It's going to be Kevin Boozer. I know I could take this pick and, go do something with it. But, I mean, you can't deny the fact. And now we kind of have the power forward situation figured out. We can move Chet back to center, and Kevin Boozer starts. Like, that was pretty simple stuff. So, kind of like that fell into our laps. We can maybe get Willie Green as our assistant as well, which is great. So, love that for us. And now we can just fill the rest of this out. And boom. Okay. This video is going exactly as planned, as you can see. Let's go to a guard guru. So that's going to make Hartenstein either a backup center, which would be fine this year if that's what we decide to do. Or we can trade him for some other, assets or pieces or other role players. So we'll figure it out. But like I said, we already know who we're taking. But who are some of the other guys in this draft class? So we could take AJ maybe as our, guy. But I know Boozer is absolutely the best player in this draft class. I got to take him, I think. So when you ever have the chance to draft the best player, I think you got to do it. I know AJ is pretty damn good as well. But I'm going to get Boozer here. So Cameron Boozer, welcome to Oklahoma City. And then ooh, I didn't even realize we had the 4th overall pick. Okay, I wasn't even paying attention to that. So, ooh, it would have been nice if AJ fell. We have 4 as well. Okay, I'll take it. So we get Koa here as well. Peterson, Jaden. I mean, who do we take? Derek Queen, maybe as like a backup center. He's all-star. Jaden, I've gotten him before. Peterson, all-star. Okay. Maybe we could draft Darren Peterson as well. Maybe I'd take Darren Peterson. Let's take Darren Peterson. Welcome to Oklahoma City. We also have the late pick in the draft. I noticed that. Jack Kahn, all-star. I mean, we don't really need another point guard to develop, but maybe we could take like Killian Anthony down here. Carmelo Sun, Carmelo following his father's footsteps, played for the Thunder for just a little bit of a second. But yeah, welcome to the team, all three of you. Fantastic. All right, so player options. Lou Dort. I don't think we can just let that money walk out the door, right? Like, we just drafted Aaron Peterson, don't get me wrong. But Lou Dort, I think, is like an important part of what the Thunder do. So I'm going to keep him around. Williams, I know I wanted to try to use this contract to trade for somebody, but nothing just, we didn't do anything with it, unfortunately. So, Jalen Williams, Ousmane Dieng, and we're not bringing back Ousmane Dieng, unfortunately. The team is getting really full, and Ousmane Dieng has not been able to crack the rotation. He is great, don't be wrong, but I don't think there's any point for us to pay him, especially if he's asking for like $20 million or something. So yeah, $14 million. He's done nothing to prove that he's worth that, of course. Jalen Williams becomes interesting because he's wanting $17 million, but of course we'll figure out what we're going to do there. So first and foremost, we can get this out of the way. Chet and J-Dub are getting paid. So let's just get that out of the way first thing. Let's just make sure Jalen Williams is getting offers yet, because I want to wait on giving him an offer just yet. Okay, now we got that figured out. Part of the rotation, very, Nikola, Casey Wallace, great. Peterson, Isaiah Joe, we also have Dylan Jones, who's been developing. Yeah, Aaron Wiggins, Jalen Williams, that's staying the same. So, as I mentioned, now that we have Cameron Boozer, that's going to move Chet to center. So, that's going to move Chet Holmgren back to center, which I like. So, we'll do that. Chet's going to start at center. It'll be Chet back at the 5. Probably has gotten stronger at this point as well, so he'd be really good at the 5 spot. Hartenstein and Avicic. So, Avicic, of course, is the cheaper guy. Liam is also going to be able to play this year. Both of them coming from the G League, so should be ready to go. So I think if there was anything, we could just keep Isaiah Hartenstein and run it back again. Like, I don't know if there's any point of paying Jalen Williams. That's my problem, because we kind of have a Visic who's probably going to develop, I assume, coming from the G League. Has really good, ratings across the board. Is also 7'3", which is kind of the size we need. Liam is going to be able to play, so I don't think there's any need for us to pay Jalen Williams, unfortunately, as much as I hate to do that. But, we got to really be careful with our roster spots, because this team's going to get expensive, man. It really is. So, let's go to... I want to see what player progression looks like, so let's see what that looks like. So, we got Jalen Williams not moving, which is fine. These three guys, that's fine. Nicola's up. Casey Wallace is up. So, Liam is up, and I was curious to see what Avicic did. So, Avicic is up to 79. So, I think I made the right decision and keeping him as the backup 5. I'm more than happy with that. So, him being a 79, do we trade Isaiah Hartenstein right now and just dump his salary? Like, do we do that? Like, is there any way that we could possibly do that? Or do we just keep him and let Avicic go to the G League again or something? Like, do we let him develop another year and then we just let, Hartenstein walk for nothing? That's a question we need to ask ourselves. So, let's see if I did trade him, hypothetically, what I would get. Because, we don't want a player who's going to... So, like, we get Goga and KCP, but do I want either of them? Not really. Neither one of them would probably play in a rotation, but if the Magic gave us a first-round pick, then maybe we consider this, but I don't know. Draymond Green, so not that we need more first, don't get me wrong, but if the Magic threw in a first-round pick, let's say a future 2030, I would do this trade. So we get Goga and KCP. We simply get off our, not that getting off Hartenstein's contract is necessary, but do we just let him go? Do we just keep him? I think we just keep him. Let's just keep him and let Avicic go to the G League again. I think that's the best way to do things. So we're just going to do that. We won't re-sign Isaiah Hartenstein after this season, probably. We'll probably let Avicic be that full-time backup 5. But I think keeping Hartenstein for this year to go for a 3rd championship is probably the best way to go about things. And rather than selling him off, I feel like that would have been a little silly. So kind of glad I talked myself out of that. But let's get into year 3. We've gotten 2 in a row so far. Here is your proficiency. It is a 4.5 balance. And, Cameron Boozer is not starting right now, which is a little shocking. I do want him to start. Actually, they low-key don't even have him in the damn rotation, which is kind of crazy. So, Lou Dort, it'll be interesting to see what we do with him, just because, clearly, Isaiah Joe has yet to crack the rotation, even though he got paid. Peterson, I guess you send Peterson to the G League, and he's 6'5"? So, yeah, I don't know much about him, but ideally, he'll take over for Lou Dort, I guess. And then Isaiah Joe, maybe we pay Lou Dort after the season and trade Isaiah Joe just because he hasn't been able to crack the rotation. Dylan Jones might be ready to play as well. So a lot of different decisions to make here. But one thing I do want to do, like I said, is I want to make sure that Boozer is starting. I think that's the best way to do things. So, Liam, I'm going to have you come off the bench. I think Boozer needs to be the starter. So we're going to force non-starter on Liam and make sure that Boozer is getting that starting spot, because he's the one with the most potential at the power forward spot, which is why we moved Chet back to center to begin with. So, Shea, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, Boozer. So, starting 5 changes with Boozer being inserted. Nikola Topic, Aaron Wiggins, Casey Wallace, Isaiah Hartenstein, and Liam. That leaves a Visage out of the rotation. So we can also send a Visage to the G League again, and the Hardstein will walk after this season. So that's what we'll do for year 3. We'll see how it goes. Let's go see if we can make it 3 in a row. So at the end of the season, Jokic wins MVP. Boozer is your rookie of the year, averaging 15, 4, and 4. You got Devin Carter, 6-man Wemby defensive player. Nolan Traore, most improved. And 7 Curry, clutch player. And coach of the year goes to James Bringo. So this is the first year we didn't get the first seed, I believe. We didn't look as dominant all season. At one point, we were a play-in team, which I was a little surprised by. But I feel like once we get in the playoffs, that may not matter. But I guess we'll just kind of figure out what happens. I think getting, Cameron Boozer being inserted in here, messed up the scoring just a tad bit. Nicolo is also starting to establish himself as well, as you can see. So yeah, a lot of scoring to be distributed, which is maybe causing a little bit of a problem here. But we're going to run a 9-man rotation for these playoffs, as we've been doing. So that's going to leave Liam out of the rotation. Hardstein, of course, is going to be his last year with the Thunder here. We did extend Lou Dort. So Lou Dort has been extended. Peterson will probably start for him next year, I assume, coming from the G League. And then Avicic will be the backup. But we'll figure it out. So let's go ahead and see if we can beat the San Antonio Spurs in round 1 and get to the second round. So the Spurs have Stephon Castle, Wemby, so on, Keldon Johnson, and Jeremy still. So let's somebody current round against the Spurs, and we are going to beat them in 5. So yeah, like I said, just because we ended up being the 5th seed, I still feel like we were going to be a very good team and a very hard team to beat. So now we get the first seeded Timberwolves. So this will be interesting to see if we can maybe upset them. And we do. No problem. We beat them in 4. But now we get the Grizzlies, who of course added Cooper Flag in this video. So this is going to be a tough one. They have Zach Collins still as well, or Zach Collins now as well. G.U. Jackson, Desmond Bain, John Morant, Jaren Jackson all still here. So this should be a tough series for sure. But let's see what happens. Somebody current round, and we sweep them. Okay, so I thought it'd be tough, but no, it's not at all. And now we get the Indiana Pacers. So we beat last year, but was kind of a tough series. We went to 6 with them. So here goes nothing. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2, 2-0. Game 3, 2-1. Can we go up 3-1? No, they evened it up. Okay, simcasting. Game 5 in Oklahoma City. So we're back. We're literally in the exact same situation we were in last year, where this was an even series. Now it's a best of 3, where we get 2 games at home, and we are going to win the first one at home. So that's fantastic to see. And now we got to see if we can win game 6 to close this one out. Can Shea hit another and 1-3 to win us another championship is the question. This would make it 3 in a row, which is just fantastic. I needed this so badly for my confidence. And we beat them 129-109. We get the championship. Shea is your Finals MVP. All around huge W. All right. So we're about to go to year 4. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really fantastic. So do we have another draft pick from somebody in this draft? I'm kind of happy we don't, because I feel a little overwhelmed with how many picks we've had. We do have Denver's pick at 20, but I'll probably just let the assistant GM take whoever they want there, because this team is loaded already. We're about to go into year 4, and the rotation is pretty much established. There's going to be guys we have to let go. We've already had to let go of some talented players just because there simply just isn't enough room for them. I don't know, man. That's just kind of how the Thunder are. And we're also going to trade Isaiah Joe this offseason. I don't think there's going to be any room for him to insert himself in the rotation, unfortunately. So that is what we'll do with that. So let's go to a shot doctor. We get a couple of guys. So I'm going to make sure Willie Green doesn't go anywhere. So Bickerstaff and Otis Newman were the 2 guys who went for first, but they say no. We got our shot doctor. Now we just need a perimeter defensive coach. So let's grab Weber. And let's go ahead and grab a guard guru as well. And yeah, so I'm feeling good, man. This video is going great. I needed this. I need this in the worst way possible. So can I find a guard guru? There's one. Okay, we'll just grab the worst one possible, I guess. All right, so we got that figured out. Let's go to Ricky signing and see who the assistant GM takes for us. And we got Quincy Wade. I'm not going to sign our second round picks because, bro, the roster is going to just get too full. Dylan Jones, I'm going to accept. We accept all of these as well. We got Casey Wallace as a free agent, which is interesting because, of course, Nikola Topic has really established himself. Hardstein we're not bringing back. So one other thing I mentioned as well is we are going to trade Isaiah Joe. Let's go ahead and get that done. So Isaiah Joe, I feel like has been, buried in this rotation long enough. He probably deserves to go to a contender and play, or just play anywhere. The Chicago Bulls want to give me a first round pick for him. I'm not sure if Isaiah Joe is worth a first round pick. But let's say, can they give me? No, it won't let me give them. I think an unprotected first could be, not unprotected. Sorry, a protected first could definitely be. And they don't even want to trade that. You know what? Screw it. If you want to give me a first round pick for Isaiah Joe, I don't know if he's worth that. I think a protected first, maybe you can convince me with 4 seconds or something. Would feel somewhat realistic there. But Brooklyn Nets want to give me a swap pick. Sure. You want Isaiah Joe? I guess we'll do that. So Isaiah Joe goes to Brooklyn. All right. So we kind of have our, rotation established. So it's Chet, Avicic. We got Cameron Boozer, Liam. We got Jalen Williams, and Aaron Wiggins. We got Darren Peterson, Lou Dort this year. We got Shea and Nikola Topic. Now, Casey Wallace is the one we need to figure out what we're doing with. So maybe we can bring back Casey Wallace, and Lou Dort is going to get buried in the rotation because he might regress. I don't know if he will or not. But Casey Wallace is asking for what? $21 million. He's been part of the rotation. He's a good defender. Shoots 42% from three. I think we got to bring him back somehow. So I'm going to wait it out, though. We're going to see what he gets in free agency. If not, we'll sign him to a contract the last day of free agency for around $60 million. I think that'd be pretty solid. But yeah, we're not bringing back Hardenstein. Already kind of established that. So we're just going to simply wait on Casey Wallace. So nothing yet. We're going to sign him on like the last day to bring him back. And then we'll figure out, if like Lou Dort regresses or whatever. So, all right, last day. Let's give him a 4-year. Let's say it's like 17. Does he accept that? Yeah, he should. So pretty good contract, I think. So welcome to Oklahoma City, or welcome back, I should say. All right, so Boozer's up to an 84 already, which is great. Avish is up to an 82, and then Peterson's up to an 82. So Lou Dort is an 80. Okay, that's fine. So Casey Wallace, I mean, do we move him to shooting guard? Like, do we do that? I don't know. Nikola is also tall enough, I guess, in theory to play shooting guard, but I know he's a point guard. Wallace is an 82. If I move him to shooting guard, what does he do? So he goes up, actually. I guess Lou Dort will be the one that's out of the rotation, which I feel bad about. But it's just a law of overalls. Like, we're going to go with the best overalls. That's what 2K loves. We're about to go to year 4. And at this point, I don't care about draft selections. Like, this is probably the team for the rest of the video. I'm not going to lie to you. So we're going to just probably run these last 2 seasons with this team right here. So that is going to put Casey Wallace in the starting 5, which I don't hate. I don't think that's the worst thing in the world to do. That's what they want to run with. That is fine. I mean, that gives us a good defender next to Shea. That is fine with me. Boozer's an 84 now. Nikola Topic, Peterson, Wiggins, Avicic, and then Liam as our 10-man rotation for the regular season. I'm more than okay with that. So let's go ahead, simulate year number 4, and let's see how this season goes. We got another different MVP in the building, and that is Tyrese Halliburton, which is nice. And here is your Coach of the Year and Executive of the Year going to Marlon Garnett, and you got Daniel Wells. Okay, so Tyrese Halliburton, All-NBA first team. Shea is making an All-NBA second team, and then no Chet or anything like that, but we do get Shea on All-Defensive first team, and no Chet on an All-Defensive team either. Okay, nice. All right, so we end up as the first team in the West. We're back as the first seed, which is nice. So, it'd be really cool if we can go 4 in a row in this video. That'd be awesome. Maybe make it 5 in a row in the final season, but we'll see if that ends up happening. So, Peterson, Avicic were new additions to the rotation. Liam, of course, played, and Wiggins played in case Wallace was starting this year. Let's see what happens. So, we're about to jump in, and we're going to play the San Antonio Spurs in round 1. So, we beat them very easily last year, and this time we have home court advantage under our belt, and we are going to beat them in 5 again. We also smacked the Grizzlies last year, but Cooper Flag developed into a 91. I mean, that changes things as we are going to a Game 7 with the Grizzlies. So, let's go and see if we can win Game 7 in Oklahoma City to keep our championship streak alive, or the Grizzlies going to finally take us down here. Looks like Cooper Flag and the Grizzlies might finally take us down. Damn. It was a good run, man. It was a good run. We got 3 in a row, but the Grizzlies are the team that takes us down. Very talented team. I mean, Cooper Flag, John Morant is insane, and Charlotte goes on to win with LaMelo Ball. That sucks. Really unfortunate, but you know what? Like I said, we got 3 in a row. Can I really be mad about that? So as far as draft picks are concerned, nothing coming to us this year. It looks like I don't see anyway. So we got Dallas's pick. I've seen that. But Mark Daignault, Willie Green. I want to keep that all the same. Got to make sure nobody takes Willie Green from me. So there it is. Someone's trying to get him. 2 teams interested in him, but he is mine, man. He is mine. Okay, so we are going to make sure he doesn't go anywhere. And boom, last day, and no one takes him. So we should be good there. I imagine he's still here, right? Yeah, he's still here. So yeah, this offseason, like I said, we're probably not going to be doing too much. We're about to go in the final year. The team is more than established. I mean, the only thing we need to do, I think, is resign Nikola Topic and then Dylan Jones, who hasn't played at all, just because the team is so damn talented. But Nikola wants $42 million, so that's going to be very interesting to figure out. I mean, do we just sign him because it's about to be the last year anyway? I think we do. It's the last season. Let's just bring him back. Let's just try to win a 4th championship, I should say. And we'll just run the same rotation back. So, yeah, we lost to the Grizzlies and went to 7. Maybe we don't see them this year, and then everything will be A-okay. I feel like we probably beat every other team in the West, maybe every other team in the league. And Boozer should develop even more this season as well. So, yeah, it's 87, 88. Maybe we start Nikola Topic this year. Like, why not? Maybe in the video with him starting. I mean, he's 6'6". So let's do that. So let's move Nikola to shooting guard, and we can run that. So let's do that. And then Casey Wallace can start at... Actually, I kind of like his scoring punch off the bench. We'll leave him on the bench. So, now, it'll be interesting what the Thunder do with him in real life. Like, if he does establish himself into this good of a player, do they keep him next to Shea? Do they trade him? Like, there's a lot of different options, of course, that the Thunder can go with. Like, they have so many assets to disposal, so many young rookie contracts. But it'll be interesting what they eventually do. But Parking's going to land a second overall. We do get 5-star proficiency to end the video, which is fantastic. And I like Casey Wallace as a starter, too, for his defense. So, yeah, we're going to run it again. Same rotation. We'll go 10-man rotation again for the regular season. And let's see how we do once again in this final season. So this final season, Jokic gets the MVP, and here are your awards. So I'm hoping to end this video with our 4th championship. And as I'm recording this, by the way, apparently Lauri Markkanen is about to sign an extension with the Utah Jazz that will make him untradeable for the entire season, which is very interesting. So it kind of makes you wonder the direction the Jazz are heading in. Maybe they're going to continue to build around Lauri Markkanen and try to bring in more help for him. I don't know. Very interesting. A lot to decipher there. But we're going into these playoffs hoping to get a 4th championship. We get the Rockets round 1. We played them very earlier in the video and we beat them. But, you know, Houston becomes a team that does give you problems. As you can see, I want to rematch against the Grizzlies so badly. But no, we got to beat the Rockets in 7 to do so. Man, I hope we beat the Rockets because I want to see if we can beat the Grizzlies this time. So let's see if we can beat the Houston Rockets, and hopefully we do. I'm a little nervous about the outcome here. I would really love to beat the Rockets to see if we can go beat the Grizzlies. And it's looking okay right now, and we are going to beat the Rockets. Okay, so I want a rematch against the Grizzlies, which we do get. Fantastic. So let's see if we can beat them this time. Somebody current round, and no, we're down 3-1 to them. Okay, so Cooper Flag is that dude, I guess. I think he is the guy that has taken down our dynasty, apparently. So, yeah, it looks like we're going to lose this one as well. Damn. Well, at least we got... Oh, wait a minute. No, we lost. Okay. All right, well, it is what it is. We got the 3. I can't be too mad at it. The Blazers, go on. Hey, if the Blazers win the video to end the championship, or win the championship at the end of the video, I could be pretty happy as a Blazers fan, but they lose to the Pistons. Okay. So Cade Cunningham is your finals MVP. But all right, man, I'm going to end it there. We finally got back on track. We finally got 3 championships today. I said I needed a layup, and I got it with the Thunder. So when we get in the next video, my confidence will be back up. I should be ready to go again. And I'll go get some more championships. But hey, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see y'all in the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.